Alrighty, I have a pick-proof, in quotes, lock from Maker World. So it's a toy, right? Like it's whoever made this says in the comments that it's pick-proof according to their ability. It is not pick-proof, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, as you might expect. So we're going to try single pin picket. Obviously, it's a toy. We could smash it. You can just print an identical key. Right? We're not going to treat this like an actual lock and find, you know, flaws in its construction to get it open. That's, yeah, just like cheap tricks that don't really apply to what we're trying to do here. But we will attempt to pick it. The hard part for this really is tensioning. Like it doesn't tension nicely. It's actually quite difficult to get tension on in a way that doesn't either drop everything or you know, risk breaking the lock. So first thing we're going to do is just go down and lift what we can to shear line. So one of the flaws in this design is that you can just comb this thing, right? Like it's not, there's no protections in here against comb attacks. I'm just too lazy to make a comb pick to fit this particular bitting. I'm fairly sure that was just us passing the shear line then. So we got that kind of core rotation, and yeah, now the issue is that this internal part turns and has trapped my tension tool in it. So I have to kind of lift it up out of the way and try and get the tension on. There we go, it's open. So yeah, as you turn the inner part, there's a piece of like plastic that comes around, like the core inside turns, which is why the key has like this cutaway so that it tensions off this like nubbin and this bit. But yeah, that's it. It's picked. It's not difficult, right? You could comb pick this. There's nothing to stop you from doing that. But it's always more interesting to just single pin pick these things. So let's take this cover off, and then you can see it is fully picked, you know, like the piece that the shackle's open. So let's try and get this thing apart and we'll see how it works. So we probably want that open, and then we probably just want to yeah, this is it, carefully start retracting this using the key to pull it out. So this like lever pack is all just kind of in here now. Whether I can get it out without breaking anything, we'll try. Yeah, it's very stuck in there. Let's get one out, and if it all breaks, then, well, I will just print another one because it is kind of a fun curio to have on the desk. Let's just try and lever this core out. It does not want to come out, but you know what, that's okay. So here's one of the little sprung pieces. Maybe if I push on the back of the lever pack, that might help it along its way. Yeah, there we go. We'll push and pull. We don't destroy everything. There we go. And we just have to take it apart very slowly. It's going to take longer to get it apart than it did to pick it, but that's okay. There we go. So that's springs 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just fell out the side. There we go. Oh, no, that was number 4, and there's number 5. So here's the key inside. So the key just kind of turns freely. This is a solid piece of plastic. Key turns freely. This piece is what interacts with this piece, sorry, is what interacts with the shackle. So it sits like this in there, and then this piece is there, stopping the shackle when it rotates. Obviously the shackle can then move up and down like this. The shackle comes out as you'd expect. And then these are how the bitting works. So they adjust. There's different lengths on the levers on these bits that protrude into the keyway. They sit like this, something like that. And then this is the shear line, and it catches on this hook, like this part of the lever, this flat edge. So that when it's in a locked position, it's kind of pushing against it like that. So there's enough surface contact there to stop it just rolling over. Obviously this end is rounded so that when it's open, it just kind of pops back in like that. So all you have to do is lift all these springs up out of the way. But as you can see from looking at them, there is nothing in there that's going to stop you just lifting these all the way up, right? So you do have to get something that will fit in between this, this warding and lift them all up. But as I say, a cone pick would just lift them all to the correct height and turn the lock. So yeah, it's definitely not pick proof, but it was kind of fun. I say it's a very nice model. It'll live on my shelf with all the other random locks I've collected. But yeah, that is picking a pick proof lock.